Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Mid-Island Custom Diecast. My name is Evan, and today is a sort of special episode celebrating my birthday, which was yesterday, and the 1 year anniversary of the Mid-Island Custom Diecast YouTube channel, which is today, July 13th. Today we're going to be working on this Hot Wheels 66 Chevy Nova. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. Let's have a look at this on the rotating car stand now. It's a blue Chevy Nova from Hot Wheels. Light blue with black stripes and little orange accents. And it's got the black wheels with the red line around it. Anyway, we'll get it drilled apart here. We've already pre-drilled the posts and tapped them as well. Get the base off here. It's just plastic, obviously coated in chrome finish. We're not going to do much with that. We'll do a little something. The interior is not too bad. We will swap out the steering wheel as we usually do. There's the window section, and you can see this one actually has a defect in the paint on the roof, so no problem. Let's get it in the stripper. And here it is out of the paint stripper. You can see we got it pretty good. There's a little bit of blue paint left in the tail lights and in the cracks and crevices and stuff. So we'll start to remove the rest of the paint and the oxidization with this wire wheel on the Dremel. There's a little section of the roof to see how that's going to look, and then we'll take the mini files here and go after the casting lines, which were pretty bad. This side you can see me working on here now with a nail file sanding stick as well. This was the worst part, and the casting lines on this were pretty bad. I'll show you a little section here of the filing and sanding, but it was hours and hours to prepare this one for paint. But we get there at the end with the combination of sanding sticks and files and sandpaper. And now we switch to another nail file, which is a little finer, and then we'll go over the whole thing in, I think we started at about 600 grit and worked our way up to 1,000 grit, 6, 8, and 1,000. And that's sort of, yeah, now we'll just do the window openings, and this is sort of how we left it, ready to be painted. The last step before we do that is hit it with the Scotch-Brite wheel on the Dremel as well. And you've seen this in my videos before. This is a step that a bunch of us do. I prefer the Scotch-Brite wheel as opposed to doing it manually, because I have the tool, so why not use it, right? So as we get the body off to the paint booth, we're going to take some attention to the base and fitting the wheels on there. Here we're just going to do a little quick axle tube installation. We're going to take the appropriate sized drill bit. I can't remember what one, but it's whatever size that tube is. And we're just going to open up the channel, fit the axle tube in, and mark it to length. And on this one, I cut it with the X-Acto blade here, but sometimes I use a cutoff wheel as well. And actually here, yeah, here I've got the holes, the grooves cut out to glue the axles in, and we're just going to glue that axle tube in. This one I actually ended up putting a wider one on the back to hold the wheels apart a little further, because they're pretty narrow Yeah, the axles are pretty narrow in the back, and I wanted to spread them out a little bit, but this is sort of the process. We just glue that in, and then we'll fit the wheels in and pop them in there, and then I'll just use the screwdriver to push the axle in all the way, and then we'll put some glue in those little grooves, and we'll be good to test it to check to see the ride height is proper, and also just check to make sure they fit in to the wheel wells as they should. So here's the primed body. We'll just pop that on there, and as you can see here, it's a little narrow in the back there. The wheels don't quite fill it out, so I put a little wider tube in, and here it is, nice and low and level, looking good. So we took it over to the paint booth, and I didn't catch it on video here, but I put Splash Paints blue. I think it's a deep blue. I can't remember the exact color, but here we're going to go with the Nero Nemesis paint from Splash as well. This is the one I used on the last, on the Flames build we just did recently. And you can see I've got the roof and trunk and hood taped off, and as well down the side we've got a little bit. So we're going to put the black on the side, and then we'll take the tape off and see how we did. So here it is after a couple of coats of the Nero Black, which is a really cool, I don't know, this is how it looks with the clear coat on it. That's the custom auto build I was just talking about. And here's what it looks like without the clear. So obviously the Splash Paints is a base coat, clear coat system, which works out. I just love them. You don't have to mix them. And you can mix them together to lighten them up if you want to add a little white to some colors or whatever, and they just work perfect for me. I've never had any issues at all. So here we've got the tape coming off, no paint peeling, so we're good to go. And there you can see the line where I've changed from blue to black there. So while that's drying, we're going to do some of the detail painting on the base. Here we've got a little bit of off-white for the headlights, and we're just going to use a toothpick to put that down in there. And here we go, we got a little bit of black, and got the marker lights as well there. And now we'll just do a little wash on the grill to give it a little more definition. I didn't repaint the base. I just thought it was already chrome, and I was trying to make this one a fairly simple job. Now we're going to do the interior. I've already gone ahead and swapped the steering wheel out and primed it with the Tamiya white, fine white primer, and now we're just going to do a cream colored interior. I wanted to do something a little different than white, and I bought this cream interior paint also from Splash, so I wanted to give it a shot, and I think it turns out pretty nice. I didn't do this, I did this off camera, but I did paint the console in the middle and the steering wheel black, just to make them pop a little bit more in there, but I think you'll see that a little bit later here. So now that the body's had a chance to dry, we'll just do the chrome details. Obviously the door handle and lock on the driver's side, and the door handle and lock on the passenger side as well. And off camera we did the driver's side, passenger side, and front window trim. It doesn't appear that there's any trim on the back, so I left that off, even though in pictures it does look like they had it, but that's okay. I think it looks really good the way I did it. Here are the tail lights as well, being done in chrome. And now that I'm thinking back, I think I forgot to add the red in the tail lights, but maybe we'll do that. Before we send it off, here's how we ended up with the chrome. So I should say that I am going to send this one off to Robin from Rip Wreck Raceway. I'll leave a link to his channel in the comments. I didn't have time to do the Cuda's diecast and Double B's diecast build off with him, but I wanted to send it over to him anyway, and he has done a build for me as well, so make sure you go check him out. As always, or as lately I've started doing anyway, we're putting on the Mid-Island Custom Diecast license plate. This one is build number 48, and we'll just get that on there, put it into position with the toothpick, and then smooth out any bubbles and water with a Q-tip. And then we'll also add the logo, the Mid-Island Custom Diecast logo, to the bottom of the base as well, which I'll just show you here real quick. So with the base done, wheels on, and paint finished, we'll just get it over to clear coat, and here's all the pieces ready to go. So while I'm putting these back together, let's have a little reminder of the car and paint job we started with. Got the baby blue and black stripes. Really cool car, actually. Even the paint originally looked pretty good, but I think we got something a little better here. And you can see you got the dark blue on the roof and down the sides at the top there. I don't mind the little fuzzy hair stuck to the side. We got the black on the sides. The base, like we said, didn't do much with it except add some details and some decals. Interior was given a cream paint with a new steering wheel. The wheels are monoblock blue. I think they suit the car pretty perfectly as well. So anyway, I wanted to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for sticking with me over the last year, and for everyone new, thanks for hopping along as well. And yeah, let me know what you think of this one in the comments, and leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and also check Robin's channel out as well. It's a little different, but he's got some cool builds and some really cool folk art that he does over there. And yeah, I guess that's it. So we will see you guys all on the next one.